Andi here. I'm a vintage home decor reseller, and today I'm taking you to sunny Palm Springs. So right now we're in my design studio, but I'm going to take you to Palm Springs like I mentioned. I recently attended the Alt Summit, which is a conference for creative entrepreneurs, which was amazing. It was so fun. I was there for an entire week in Palm Springs in California. So while I was there, of course, I had to do some thrifting. So I have a lot of thrift with me footage I'm going to show you right now. And then I'm going to bring you back in the studio and I'm going to show you some of the things I picked up on my trip. Oh, and I have a few other things to show you too that I didn't get on my trip that I actually picked up recently. So the first stop on my little thrifting adventure in Palm Springs is the Sunny Dunes Antique Mall. Okay, so we're back in studio. I have so many fun things to show you. Now, a lot of this haul is actually made up of stuff that I've scored recently, locally, and now what I found in California. So my California haul is very small, and it's kind of to be expected because the price point on things were just really high. So not a lot of margin for me for resale, but I did pick up some pieces that I'm excited about. And then we're gonna round out the haul because I know I usually am delivering you big thrift hauls. So we're gonna round out the haul with some like bucket list items that I found recently that I can't wait to show you. So we're gonna kick things off with the items from California. So the first piece that I got is this really adorable Navajo etched vase. Now, Native American pottery, if you've been following me, know is something that I sell a lot of in my Etsy shop. Sells really well, good margins, and is very collectible. So this piece I thought was stunning with the turquoise and the dark, like almost like a charcoal navy, and it's artist on the bottom. So this probably will hit my Etsy shop. I haven't decided when I'm gonna post it yet because, oh, it's just so pretty. I wanna style with it. But yeah, this I was very excited to find because this is the first time I found this type of colorway. So another piece of pottery that I found was this really cute, colorful vase, and I actually popped some flowers in it because I was using it for styling, but I just thought the tones were very cool. So this is like more of like a turquoisey green versus like a teal with the other pot. And then I love the mustard. So the shape was really, really cute. The pricing on this was high. Like this guy, 18. I think this one might have been like in the 20s. And that's, I mean, for especially this piece, that's a pretty good deal still in of itself. But in terms of like reselling, it's not a ton of margin. But I thought this was really cute for styling. I love colorful pottery, so I had to get this guy. So I love picking up little decorative moments to kind of fill in vignettes when I'm styling. So this teeny tiny wood sculpture I thought was very cute. It was $9. I think it's like people. I think it might be people, abstract people, but I thought it was very cute. I just love little moments like this on a shelf. So yeah, when I saw this, I had to grab this guy too for styling. And yeah, I think and maybe available on my Etsy shop after I get done using it for my vignettes. So another favorite from the California haul is this very beautiful seagrass basket. So if you follow me, you know I pick up a lot of seagrass baskets because they sell really well for me, and I just love the texture and color that they add to your space. So this one I love because of the shape. Usually I'm finding them and they're pretty flat. And the shape is more like the shape of the bottom basket, not in terms of like the overall like height in the lid. So I just thought this was super cute. I love that the coloring has faded, so it makes it really, really subtle. At one point it would have been pretty vibrant. So yeah, this will be available on my Etsy shop. It's gonna kill me to let it go because it's just such a great styling piece, but I have so many of these baskets that I think I probably should let this guy go. And the final California item is definitely something I think some of you will be excited about, and it is this set of brass pine cone candle holders. So I actually pick up like Christmassy stuff all year round because usually after the holidays is when you're finding like the items. Usually is super picked over, of course, leading up to the holiday, and then the thrift stores also tend to like, you know, raise the prices because it's in the season. So when it's off season, you get a lot of good deals. So these I thought were absolutely amazing. They were not cheap. I think they were $18 for the pair, but there's still a lot of margin in them because they're so unique. I haven't really seen a pair like this, but they are so solid and beautiful. They have a lot of detail. So, I mean, these don't have to be used for the holidays or Christmas time. These also could be used in a cabin because, you know, pine cones are really a year-round thing when you're in the woods. I had to pick these up, but yeah, I thought they were really, really beautiful, and these definitely added to the weight of my luggage when I took them home. So two more things that are California related. So not something I thrifted, but something I bought, and I just wanted to show you guys because it's probably gonna make an appearance in my photos because it's just so cute. It is this beautiful handmade mushroom. So it's actually made out of paper, and it has these little like things on here. So yeah, super cute. So there was an artist that did this amazing art installation at the conference, and rather than take this entire thing home, she decided to sell off pieces of the display. So as soon as I got that notification on social media, I like ran over and had to get a mushroom because it just was so cute. I really wanted to support her craft because she's just an incredible creative. So this little guy, just like a whimsical thing that I picked up as a souvenir. So this will not be available in my Etsy shop because it's not vintage, it's handmade. But I will link her information so you guys can check out her work. Now at the conference, because it's for creative entrepreneurs, there were a lot of like DIY, creative fun, crafting workshops. And one of the things that I did do was watercolor. So I actually love painting and doing creative things. I don't get to do enough of it, but while I was there, I made sure I did like practically every workshop that was available. So this was a piece I actually painted. It's a watercolor of kind of like a deserty scape. And so I was super excited to bring it home, framed it. So I got this picture frame, I thrifted it at Goodwill, and yeah, I just popped it in. It's not a perfect fit, but I thought, you know, it's good enough now. So it's actually heading up onto my gallery wall. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this already in my gallery wall. I just took it off for now. But yeah, it was super fun. That's one thing I love about thrifting. If you need frames for your art, or want to switch up frames for your photos, definitely hit up your thrift stores before you go to like Home Goods and buy something, because you can find some really amazing frames. This one I chose something just really simple, but you can find some really beautiful high-end frames at your local thrift store. Oh, and then one thing is this matte color was horrible, but if you didn't know this, you can actually use like acrylic paint and you can paint your matte, and then all of a sudden it's nice and clean and white, because so many vintage frames, the matting is like kind of an off-white. I'm more of like a true bright white person. So yeah, so if you ever find a matte that you like and you're kind of like, ugh, it's like icky or it's just dull, just paint it with some acrylic paint and then it looks like new. Okay, so those are all the pieces from California. So I know the haul was small and there were so many things I would have wanted to bring home, but you know, they were definitely like outside my budget, especially for resale. But I have found some amazing items recently that were on my bucket list, like I said, and so I can't wait to show you those. Okay, so the first pieces I'm gonna show you from my like BOLO, be on the lookout for list, my bucket list, are these teeny tiny Native American pots. And I'm gonna post these on the screen so you can see like all of them in their glory. So I have these two little matching ones here, and then I have this set here. So I know it's hard to see when they're this small in my hands. But yeah, so I found these at a like thrift, like vintage store called Artifact in Portland. I have not been there in years, and I happened to drive past one day and I was like, oh, well shoot, maybe I should like just pop in and see, you know, what they have. And actually it's changed a lot from when I was there previously. It was like all clothes. Now it's definitely a mix of clothes and decor items. And these are something that I love, Native American pottery, obviously, because I told you that earlier, but I love the miniatures because I'm a miniature gal, and these are so expensive usually. And so they were in a case, and usually when something's in a case, it's either because they don't want it to go missing or it's because it's so pricey they need to put it in a case. But these were so affordable. So this little guy was $3, and this little guy was $5, and this whole set was $16, which was such an amazing deal. So excited to get these because I have a bunch of these like in my cart, in Macari, and Poshmark, and because I'm always looking for them. And honest to God, like something like this could go for like $75. I'm not even joking. So when I say I was ecstatic, I was like literally like my heart was racing. So may not be the most exciting thing to show for you guys, but for me, who knows how expensive these are, to find 5 of them in one spot unexpectedly, I was like, oh, I was so excited. Okay, so before we get to the other bucket list Wicker animal items, I'm gonna show you a few pieces that my mom picked up for me. If you're new, my mom actually does some thrifting for me for my Etsy shop. She loves spending my money. This was one of the pieces she picked up recently at Value Village. It was only $3.99. I love these mid-century like tile trays. I think they're so cool. They were used as ashtrays back in the day when like everybody smoked. So you can kind of see a little bit of like the dark residue. I have not cleaned this up yet. But I thought this like pattern of being black and white and gray was very, very cool. A lot of times it's like the mid-century tones of like the oranges and the greens and stuff, and so that palette doesn't appeal to me as much, but this I thought was very cool. So I want to keep it, but I think I'm gonna probably sell it in my Etsy shop because I know how popular these are and you just don't find them anymore. The other thing my mom picked up, which I thought was amazing, was this beautiful original painting. So this was only $6. So my mom was on vacation at the Oregon coast, and she went into this like very hole in the wall thrift store, and this was on the wall. So it's artist sign in the corner here, and then it has these amazing red tones with the green. So for my studio, it definitely like kind of goes, you can kind of see behind me, it definitely like lives like it could be with this. So this is kind of like tentatively in my gallery wall. I probably won't sell this because it's just too good, and for $6. So anyways, yeah, so I plan on probably keeping this, sorry, but I thought it was so beautiful. I'm probably gonna get it framed, or actually I'm gonna try to do the framing myself. I wanna put like a, one of those floating frames on it because I think it would look really, really pretty. But yeah, I just like could not believe it for $6. Usually what she does is she like pans around the store, and I just like watch her, and I'm like, what's that? What's that? And then this was like in the background, she was getting to pay, and I was just like, what's that piece? She's like, oh yeah, that's amazing. And so yeah, so she picked those up for me. So this was a very cool find. So I'm looking at my pile, and I just remembered one more thing that I got just like randomly on one of my Goodwill Value Village trips, and it is another kind of like Christmassy thing. Usually I don't show you this stuff because, you know, Christmassy stuff during, you know, non-Christmassy time, but this piece I could not help but show you guys because, oh my God. Like, I could not believe it was an all brass wreath with the bow. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. So I thought it was awesome. I think, oh, maybe it's supposed to go that way. Oh, there we go. There we go. Like that. I was just like, the hook is at the top of the bow. Yeah, I was confused for a second. But anyway, so this was $9.99 with a 20% off coupon usually. So yeah, I thought this was beautiful. This will probably be available in my Etsy shop. I don't know if I'm gonna hold it for closer to the holidays or not, because I do sell Christmas stuff all year round, very randomly. Just sold something the other day that was Christmassy, but yeah, I thought this piece was absolutely stunning and just, yeah, so unique. So now to my favorite pieces of this haul. I mean, I like them all, especially those little pots I just showed you, but Wicker Animals, as you guys know, is like my weakness, my one true love. And so I got these as a present to myself. So I know you're probably thinking, Andi, you don't need any more of these. You have so many of them. Didn't you just show some in like your last haul video? And I think I did. But these are teeny tiny. So I feel like they just don't count, right? So I'm so excited to show them to you. So like I said, they were a present to myself. I hit 50,000 followers on Instagram a little over a week ago, which was, I was so excited to hit that milestone. And because of all that hard work and time, I decided I needed a present. I wanted a present for myself to commemorate that milestone. So this is what I bought myself. So I got a set of 4 vintage wicker animals. So the first one is this very cute bee, so a lot of amazing detail. I will link the shop on the screen so you can see who I got it from. So the story is, I guess this shop owner's mother collected like everything wicker, and they've been slowly going through her stuff, you know, selling off the stuff, keeping what they wanted. And then they happened to open a box and there were all these little tiny wicker animals. They decided to sell them as a set. So it was a set of 4 for $48 and included shipping. So I thought that was really, really good because I have been on the hunt for, I find these little guys, but usually like their wings and stuff are missing. So super excited to find this. So she packaged everything so amazing because it was like, oh my God, like what if they break in transit? I will still love them, but it would be sad. So yeah, this one, I got this huge fly. I mean, look at this, the detailing on this. It's absolutely incredible. Keeping these away from my 4-year-old has been a feat, let me tell you. And then this little guy, look at this frog. Now I have another like bigger frog, so I was really excited to find this cute little frog. So yeah, I already did like a stop motion video of this little guy. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you didn't see it, you should head on over there and check it out. It's actually really cute. Stop motion video was something that it was like a workshop I took when I was at that conference. So yeah, so I got this cutie pie, and then one of my very favorites is this flying monkey. So I have one other monkey, so I was excited to find a fun friend for him. I mean, look at all this detailing in his little face. And so yeah, he's just flying through the air. I guess the woman's mom had this like dangling, I think, from like a pot, like a plant. So I thought that was really cute. So I made it to have to do that. So anyways, yeah, these little guys, I'm so excited about. I can't believe that I found a set of them. They're just really hard to find, and I just wanted to treat myself. So I had to pick them up. But I mean, how cute is this? How can you say no to this? How can you say no to this? So I wasn't crazy because there were 4 other people that had put these in their cart. So luckily I was like, my heart was racing as I was trying to type in all my information to buy them, because like, please don't buy them to someone else. So anyways, these were my very cool finds. Okay, so that's all I have to show you today. So thank you so much for coming on my trip to Palm Springs and for sitting through my haul of the stuff from California and some of the other pieces that I picked up. So yeah, very eclectic haul like usual. And for more thrifting and decorating videos between my haul videos here, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting and decorating video. Take care.